Dinosaurs and meteorites have a classic relationship. One strikes the Earth, the other dies out. How about a change of fate? A visitor whose influence on its new world will transcend limits. And double Kaido again, and drawing Frostosaurus again. You don't have to worry about that one. So that's the... is that for the rest of the game? Or they... Yeah, it looks like it is for the rest of the game. No, they don't have to reset it all the time. Well, I had no intention on Ash Bossing me anyway. It's not even in the deck. Is that... Okay. With Abyss. So nothing to Ultimate Slay. No Ultimate Dragon to Ultimate Slay. Yep, ritual stuff. Just chaos. Now I got a Fossil Dig, which I can use for free since there's no Ash Blossoms anymore. Kaido is a normal summon, of course. Now it's some Kaido. Polymerization. Ooh, I knew what the best one actually was. I should have... Yeah, I didn't think about it, though. Let's use... into Zolar. I'm thinking Hornsaurus. There's a field spell for you. And Fossil Dig. Raptor. Just a normal summon. Doesn't matter, but Raptor first. Let's roll second. Now to my hand. Or about to the grave. Because I can special summon something. No. So effects. Target this. I'm going to allow it to be destroyed. To bring back Meteorus. In defense. Its effect goes off. Your effect goes off. Sending away. We get Meteor Dragon. Oh, that's not too good. Yeah, I can't get that back. You know, like this. Now let's start doing things. A synchro summon. The Glacie. An Eggsy summon. The Giga Cannon. And that will be the battle phase now. Yeah, this still do more damage. In fact, we're gonna detach for 1,000 damage and 1,000 attack. Destroy this as well. Get a cannon. Now, things aren't too great because I do have a. They do have the Chaos Dragons. And I have a dinosaur with 700 defense in the fence position. I really should have destroyed it, shouldn't I? Let's see how it goes. Yep, resummon that. Okay, Giga Cannon done. Why them? Show back Frost. Back and sure, you're gonna have the token. Just in case. Because they could tribute summon using it. If they really want to do that. And they will. It's Blue Eyes White Dragon. Oh, okay. Reborn the Blue Eyes. So 2 Blue Eyes White Dragons. Ooh, that's not good. Yeah, that's Twin Burst. I can get rid of Glacie. Nope, it's an Eggsy Cell. Thunder End. Well, close. Can we destroy this thing? Yes, we can. 1,000 damage. Let's see. Is it gonna be max? We know I have the regular Chaos Dragon. Okay. This thing can change my monster to defense with 0. Ow. Yes, we are permanently at 0 attack. Can't target Scar card effects, of course. Advise monster. When it declares attack. When it declares an attack. So I can declare attack against it. Let's use Jurassic Power. He has a 300 attack boost. I'm going to send Meteorus. That mighty dino in my hand. In mighty dino. Could be just normal summoned. So here it is. Attack position. Battle. Mighty dino. Take him out. And oh look. Second attack. Go for it. Nice. Nice. Going mighty dino. Now all the bad things that happened to me today, they're going to be because Oviraptor keeps laughing at my opponents. Now Ovi, you are going to not do much. Yes, not gonna do anything. And they're gonna have that for their turn. Well, that's going second against the going second deck. Now I don't like Tenpai either. I was told to go first again. Really doing this again? It's almost exactly the same. Two cards I can't do anything with. An Oviraptor. Well, Oviraptor was summoned on the other turn. Alright. I can handle this. Okay. Glacian defense. Best I got. Although my best is also a 3,900 attack dinosaur that can't be destroyed by battle. So that still sounds pretty good. Huh. Well, Glacier is currently still targetable. So this is the Revenge of Dark Magician, and they have Circle. Not gonna be doing much. Because Glacier's got to be destroyed, then come back. Then I'd feel a lot more safe. Multiple face down cards. And then they win to battle phase. If you want to scare me, just set them in the main phase too. What we got? It's a Kaido. I'll summon the Kaido. Alright, thinking on it. It's just a little pterodactyl. Okay. Here they are, Dark Magician. The Dark Musician. Then you get another one. With Rogue? No, Magician of Dark Illusion. And then you? So that's quite strong right now. Kaido. Give me the card. We can't do that. You can do that now. It's only till the end of this turn. Well, let's go into attack position. And we'll... Let's go with... taking you out. At least I get damage off of that. I'm not going to trade. Just going to end. I remembered I got this. Yeah, banished card and then negate. And Unity. Man. So she's really just going to be banished. Why did you set this? I would not mind if you got your monster destroying spell card. Burst. Yeah, that's not it. So there's another Dark Magician attack boost. Let's see where you go. You use that now. How much? 4,500. Well, Glacie won't be destroyed, and they can attack Kaido. Just the way things are. So how about that? You can use that now. Do it to Mias. And Tamias can immediately start its thing. Yeah, so far, Tamias is the only one to get a monster form of itself. No Hermos or Critias. I mean, I got an idea of what Hermos could be. Like Hermos, the equipped dragon. I think Critias the trapped dragon. I'm going to do something related to those. Is this going to be Dragon Knight? Because if it is, they just got rid of strength and unity. So they won't be able to banish anymore. So they better have combination. Didn't even use Dark Magician. It's Dark Magician Girl Dragon Knight. So who are you after then? You didn't even use its effect. Oh, you need to discard a card, don't you? Kaido. Another one. So the activation was negated. If I give you... that will only bring it up to 2,000. Did I have anything that can stop my spell card? Let's use this. Kaido. Thank you for your service, but we're doing this now. We can attack this. Second attack. Will I win from that? I think so. Let's get rid of the knight then. Alright, gone. Yeah, but just in case. Attack. Second attack. Oh yeah, it was enough. Alright, got Glacie out there. Didn't get a chance to have its effect going around. But a step forward. Now you see, this is better. There are things that can be done here. And if a monster is destroyed. So, it doesn't have to be one of theirs, and it has to be one of mine. There's Scarred. Or Scar Red. What I got here is a double-headed dino. And they have red zone? They do. Card defeat on the card field, destroy it. Double-headed. Let's go ahead and flip red zone. I actually play off that red zone. So, go on. They didn't do it. Now. Is this fuse now? Yeah, I'm not gonna bother summoning Kaido first. Oh, you're destroying now? Now we're gonna wait for what I summon? I thought that was my fusion material. Wasn't. Here is Horndosaurus, who is going to place a field spell. And here's also Xenometeorus, who is going to place itself. So now you're looking a little weak there. You can attack directly, can't you? I will use carbon. Okay. I will use Xeno. Yeah, I'll give him a token. Now I can't use double evolution pill because maybe I should use Xeno's effect first. Alright, let's put on Glacy. Well, actually, hold on. Let's just tag it. We'll stay split for now. Yep, use it. But I can be used immediately, even if the Red Dragon Archfiend wasn't even in the grave yet. Or when the Red Dragon Archfiend was destroyed. There it is. And we'll protect the token by destroying a normal monster in there. Destroy Carbonodon. So we get that going later. Synchro. Glacy. And end my turn. I may only have one dinosaur to work with, but it is quite the dinosaur. I mean, if we're going face down, we still won't be destroyed by battle, because we flip face up. And all that. I'm pretty sure about that this effect will go away if you're revived and they get flipped face down. Not really sure what synchros they're going to go for from here. And there's Bane. There's Bane and Supernova. Huh. Red Dragon Vase. Oh, they already summoned, so. Oh. Why are my cards at to help you? Gains 1,000 attack, and then it gains all sorts of other effects. I can activate cards or effects. It deals piercing damage. And I take double damage. And Glacie will be flipped face down because of the... Yeah. And that's on Scar. Yep. Already flipped. So we still take 16. Did I also do piercing damage? No, it doesn't. I believe I am safe this turn. Well, I still got this. Glacie is back. And even stronger now. But where do I go from here? Yep. Discard that to get bone back. Oh yeah, Red Rising. They didn't summon that. They went right to Scar Red. Yep, you change your level. Send someone off. It's not Resonator. It's red. It's an extra 2. So a 7. No. Okay. Yeah, hi, Frost. Now, when I activate Carbonodon, what things go off? I'm not sure, but I need to start making some progress. So at red zone. All right, Carbonodon. Okay. Glacie can't be targeted, so that had to happen. Now I'm just gonna summon Frost from my hand. Then I will double evolution pill using Kaido and Meteor Dragon. Who would be best? I can clear out some stuff, but this just brings them back. And then you also do that too. Let's go with Meteorus. We got two effects here. Meteorus and Kaido. Kaido summon. Kaido gets me polymerization. And I'll send to the grave Crawling Dragon number 2. Activate. Get the other polymerizations, get that out of the way. Shall we fuse? Into Gigantozolar. Zolar, use your effect. Gets me to Xeno. It's time for the battle phase. Take you out. I'm not sure when I should summon Xeno. Let's attack Red Dragon Archfiend. Was that a bad idea? Is it just going to bring it back? Alright. How do I get rid of all these Red Dragon Archfiends? Destroy Scarred. Scar Red. And let's destroy this Resonator. I really don't want you to be here. I will... use Xeno's effect. Oh, whoops, that's not a good idea. I forgot that I already have Frost in the grave. Okay, that's just gonna have to do it. End it. Went a little overboard. But I didn't want to have 200 defense on the field. Yep, power force. And they have Monster Reborn. Oh, you have 700 defense. I forgot about you. I forgot you had that. Oh, I should have gotten rid of you. Because it's going to gain 1,000 attacks. That's 4,000. Over 700. And then times 2. So that's 66,000. You know, if you really want, you could destroy this with a card effect. Well, actually, they can actually, because Glacie's protecting it. So I need them to make a really big mistake. Just attack one of the 2,000s. That's pretty low. 2,000, that's 4,000 piercing damage. Here we are. Wait, really? Jeez. Wait, did that stop the effect? I did not realize that would happen. Really? It said you can't activate effects. But that was after the battle. I should have been able to revive. And I know that chaining wasn't turned off. Didn't know we had that weakness. I'm about to check that. Hold on. What's going on with Power Force? How'd they get Power Force back? You're only using one. Well, now I just know nothing. Where is Gaia? Deck or graveyard? Wow, cards do everything, don't they? End of the damage step. Huh. Is that it? I didn't realize that the Transcendosaurus revival effects happened during the damage step. Well, I guess that's something I really should have known. So I guess I should be grateful. This will definitely work out. Depending if I'm going to be able to use spell cards. Actually, I may not be able to use anything. If they go all the way to there. Negate any card on the field. Monster, whatever that thing's called. Alright, that didn't go as far as I thought it would. So maybe I will be able to do something. Start with the Lost World. Nothing on that. No, they do have a rank up face down. Let's dig. Dig up. I'll dig Carbonodon. The power. Use it. Go ahead. Still thinking on it. Just gonna go double-headed. And summon. Yeah, I'll try to go to that one first. That just said a lot. And to gain the effect. Alright, then Soul Eating. You may have this token. I want to add something that I can destroy. Now Grand Zeno. To the field. Alright, Gino, go ahead. I'll be destroying Soul Eating. Could fuse. They still have something they plan on using. Change you two into Glacy. Synchro. And we'll start battling. That's... and this... Tag the token, but I will destroy instead a dinosaur from my deck. I'll destroy Overtex. Gets effect for Evolution Pill. Oh, I have carbon on. Banished. This is XYZ Lars. Yeah, just hurry it up. And that over there. I was gonna... well, never mind then. So I should save it anyway. A banished Raid Raptor. Nothing I can do about that. We'll banish her in your grave. No, don't show I have anything. They want dark. This is nerf. There's still a dragon in the grave. Here comes Fuzzy. Oh, you're actually in the... I'll Lars to that. I got some destruction now. Wow. Oh, it's a counter trap. As large as a second negate. It's completely worthless. Yeah, it's strangle. Who's doing this? It's Revolution Falcon. No, it's its effect. Throw a monster your opponent controls and destroy it. Oh, so that thing's just gonna... I mean, it can't do anything. What's the best? I don't remember what that XE's card they set was. In here somewhere. That's my turn. Oh, it's too late for that now. Is this gonna be Spruce-tree? I'm just waiting. It's that again. Huh. What I can do is use this now to bring back Oviraptor. Oviraptor can get me. Yes, I'll use it now. With that. It's running out of time. Yep, let's get everything done. No Lost World. Yeah, summon it. Go send that away. No Lost Worlds. Let's dig. Gotta be quick. Double evolve. Can't use that. Can't use that either. No more of that. That rank up is not doing anything. Oh, they have to target them. That's right, and they can't target. Oh, whoops. I should have thought about that. Because he's going to gain attack or something or other. Start doing this. I want Dogoran. There you go. That's end. Man, if I just had more time, I could have brought back. Oh, it didn't matter. I could have brought back double-headed and then destroyed the Dogoran I just gave them. And then the summon of double-headed would have also given them the token back, so I wouldn't have lost anything. I do have more duels, but first, let's talk Transcendo. It's a story of the dinosaur Xenometeorus coming to the planet and changing the dinosaurs. First, it starts out with Ground Xeno, a play on Ground Zero, which is the origin point of a sudden massive change. And this is also the most expensive card in the deck. Around like $30 secondhand, which was about 3 times what this entire deck would cost. But I did get its reprint, so I guess that's fixed. What it'll do is it'll add the Dinosaur Tuner, and then also destroy a card in hand. So this is Xeno as a rival, since if a card is destroyed, it can special summon itself. Then Xeno itself is going to be able to special summon a dinosaur by also destroying. We're using Frostosaurus here, since it's water, might as well get more variety. It's the strongest, and it's level 6. This deck really likes level 6s to make its big dinosaurs. Then this card, Super Soaring, it shows Lanciophoronychus changing it into its Transcended form. It just brings back a dinosaur from the graveyard or banished. Either one of them. So, if your opponent has a dinosaur, then the next Transcendosaurus card, which doesn't work very well with Transcendosaurus, is Ultra Transcendence, which its only link to Transcendo is the transcend part in its name. But since dinosaurs have such high attack, it kind of does the effect backwards, where the attack has to be lower than the monster it summons. But it can use, or it can summon from the extra deck, as well as the deck. And then you're locked into these 4, which is also what Xeno locks the summons into. Now, so it really doesn't work well with Transcendosaurus because it doesn't count as a fusion or synchro summon. So if they get sent to the grave or destroyed, even their Transcendosaurus effect won't be able to bring them back to the field. It's also not able to summon Eggs or Link monsters because they don't have levels. They'd be level 5 or higher. But it does give a reason to use these 2 dinosaur wrestler cards. Next up is a real Transcendosaurus. We're going to start with the main deck one, which is the transcended form of Meteorus. It's like it also wasn't immune to its changes. So this thing can destroy 2 dinosaurs during the opponent's turn, which can set off the Transcendosaurus' effects on the field. And also it's probably the reason why this thing was given the animation. Because first it's the main guy. But also, it's just a sudden surprise on your opponent that just appears during their turn. So might as well give it the big spectacle of its summon. And when it is summoned, send a dinosaur from the deck to the graveyard, which there's a few dinosaurs that I would like to get sent. So it's Coatless or Stegocyber. But also you can just refresh the normal dinosaurs in the grave. Because the shared effect of Transcendosaurus is you shuffle back a normal monster to special summon the card back. Which is why this doesn't work well with a lot of the extra deck Transcendosauruses, which we're getting to now. I'm going to start out with this one, because I hardly use this. I've only ever summoned it once. And that's just because it breaks the rule of Ground Xeno. They use Ground Xeno, get Meteorus, get your level 6 normal, and then you can summon any Transcendosaurus, because this can fusion summon from the graveyard. So this thing is a Link 3. So therefore you would have to get another dinosaur onto the field in order to summon this. And this card is the transcended form of, I'm not sure. Usually there's more of a hint in the name about what this could be. I'm thinking it's Beat Raptor, just because of its effect. And looking at that effect. So if this thing summoned, summon a dinosaur from your hand. Although likely if you have summoned this thing, you've already gone through all the dinosaurs in your hand. So I'm not sure what this is trying to summon here. And then if a dinosaur monster is destroyed, well, it's getting pointed to by this thing. It allows you to draw a card. Which its link arrows are not good for this, unless your opponent has a dinosaur monster in the across from the extra monster zone, which they could, because we got, where are you, Lost World, which allows you to give your opponent a Jura Egg token, so you destroy that by battle. You can also draw. But it's when this thing comes back from the graveyard with its Transcendosaurus effect, goes to the main monster zone, points to the sides, so now you can point to your dinosaurs. Oh, it's also mentioned in Lost World. You can substitute the destruction of a normal monster. So if you choose Transcendosaurus Meteorus, there's no restrictions as to where it can be destroyed from. So if it's destroyed from the deck, it can summon itself from the graveyard if you have a normal monster there. And also, Transcendosauruses don't mind being banished when they're destroyed. All that matters is that there's a normal monster in the grave. So they can come from the banished zone. But they won't get any additional effects that involve coming from the graveyard. So let's continue with the answer to if your Transcendosaurus is banished, which is Drill Ignathus. I didn't say why I thought this thing was a transcended form of Beat Raptor. It's because Beat Raptor has a effect that stops the effects of monsters in the extra monster zone. And Link monsters have to be summoned to the extra monster zone if there's no Link arrows anywhere else on the field. And then if this is destroyed by battle, it summons another copy of itself. And Exoraptor summons a dinosaur upon its special summon, which it can also come back from being destroyed. So it's pretty much the same effect. Alright, now Drill. Drill. It's a rank 6. Megsy's monster. That wants to have no materials because it gets double the battle damage. Though its attack is pretty low compared to other Transcendosauruses. In fact, it only gets a 500 attack boost from its original form. Yeah, nice transcendence. Which, if it has a material, it can send that to get a banished dinosaur back to the field. So that's what happens when your Transcendosauruses are banished. You can use this, or you can use Super Soaring, which also has Lance on it. Yeah, so there's a connection. Then when it gets destroyed, it comes back, and when it comes back, it has no materials, because this is how these monsters work. So it gets its double damage. Now this is actually clever, that it is a Exy's monster. Because Lanciophoronychus is a pendulum. And if you know pendulums, when they leave the field, they go to the extra deck instead of the graveyard. So even though it's an normal monster, using this thing to summon a transcendosaurus is a bad idea because you don't get the normal monster to resurrect them with. That is. Except when a Xyz monster detaches a pendulum monster, it doesn't leave the field. Therefore, it goes to the graveyard. So it is possible to use Lance to make Drill and still being able to bring Drill back by using Lance for the revival. You wouldn't want to do that because using this would just lock you into using Lance, into summoning Drill, so that Lance would actually be useful. So let's use someone else. Any other level 6 normal. Also, Lance still has a pendulum effect, which involves piercing damage. I feel like that would have been a lot better than the double damage that Drill gives. Considering that Transcendosaurus really can't do much other than just destroy defense position monsters. If your opponent puts things in defense, there's no way to just get over them. Just gotta keep hitting them until they're gone. So some piercing damage would be really great for applying some pressure while destroying their monsters. Next, I will look at the most popular Transcendosaurus, Gigantozolar, the transcended form of Megazolar. It is the largest Transcendosaurus monster. And the reason why Ground Xeno has that fusion effect. And already upon its summon, it can get you a dinosaur from the graveyard. Which is already good, but if it comes back from the graveyard after a destruction, it can destroy a card you control, but also a card your opponent controls. Which both ends of this effect could help you, depending on the circumstance. And then this is the Transcendosaurus effect. This is the most used I've seen. Just because it's just something that you can have for really no cost. Because you use Ground Xeno to get your play started. And then at the end, if you have a dinosaur and a normal, the Ground Xeno is already in the grave, so it's just extra usage for that. And then it gets you another dinosaur. And then if your opponent just tries to destroy all of your cards, maybe you get to return the favor. Or just add a dinosaur to your hand. You don't even have to use the destruction effect if you don't need to. So the most solid Transcendosaurus. Although, it's not as solid as this wall here. Transcendosaurus Glaciasaurus. Who's like an old friend of mine. Because it is the transcended form of Frostosaurus. And Frost, when I made my first Yu-Gi-Oh deck, it was a dinosaur deck. And the main monster was Frostosaurus. Because of just its high attack for a single tribute. It's the same thing as Summon Skull. 100 attack more though. So already this thing, well, first of all, this is the reason why Xeno is a tuner. First of all, this thing cannot be destroyed by battle. Which it's so large already that it doesn't matter too much. But it gives it the ability to outlast things like Access Code Tucker. And then its effect, which is a constant effect. So any dinosaurs that were special summoned from the graveyard cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects, nor can they be targeted. Which does not limit itself at all. So if Glacie comes back from the grave, it also protects itself. Now, that's a really great wall right there. Cannot be destroyed by battle, cannot be destroyed by opponent's card effects or targeted. Now, there's plenty of ways to get rid of this thing. like non-target, banish, shuffle, send, steal, any of those things. But your opponent isn't exactly prepared for this. It can stall for a while, which I've said before that this deck doesn't do too well with getting itself going again. That once the starting hand has been used up, it really doesn't have any cards to follow up too well on, besides maybe double evolution pill. So as I have improved at this game, Frostosaurus has as well, by transcending. The rest of the deck, we have a lot of fusion, Xyz, just any type of stuff you would need for Ultimate Slayer, so that's in here. Evolution Pill isn't great, though it's actually the best for summoning this, since it's from the main deck, so it doesn't have that restriction of needing to be summoned properly. Kaido's here, so Kaido, it gets polymerization, so got these fusions. Instead of using normal monsters, might as well throw in first the dragons. And then I can also put my normals to use with Survival's End, which I do not mind the Trade of Destruction, because Destruction is just what I'm looking for. And the rest of the deck I covered last time. Okay, a replay. My opponent chose to go first, but they don't know I want to go second, do they? So my intentions are hidden, and you just see it's branded. So let them carry on, fusing, banishing that. Well, they haven't fused yet, but here it comes. Sanctifier. That usually means there's something good happening over there. See what it would be off the branded fusion. Oh, a DDD monster. That's a strange thing. Can't special summon monsters. Well. However, my opponent did fill up every monster zone. And even if they hadn't, I still have Dark Hole in my hand. Which, even if they gave me the DDD monster, I just would have destroyed it. So they're fusing again into Granganol, who has a graveyard effect, so that's destroyed. So we're all clear. They're gonna get a bunch of stuff back. Yep, Shrouded. And the Serpent. Alright, back to me. Add myself a dinosaur. Now Granganol has an effect that if I special summon a monster through a monster effect, that it will get them a monster. So I don't play into that. Just special summon, normal summon, set this because I have a normal monster. And yep, they're just not finished getting their stuff back. And there's this brand of fusion. Oh, nothing shuffled itself, but it summons. Put it away. Here's Oviraptor for that Meteorus. Another monster, another monster, another monster. Fusion. This time it's Furious Dragon, who destroys cards. Yes, target cards, destroy them. And it looks like I don't have much choice here, since they're going to destroy my cards. So I'm going to use Meteorus, even though it will set up the graveyard effect. Meteorus to the field. That thing's still destroyed. And now that thing's effect is activating, And so is Meteorus. Meteorus, I'm going to send off Stego, because I don't like how things are going. There's Quertus. Oh, nice. Just got rid of their Furious Dragon for this Bestial. It was set up the infinite draw card. And Brand of Fusion, Searing. For more fusion. It is Mirror Jade. Because, you know, of course it is. And now our attacks are at 0. Survival's End. Gonna get rid of my own monster and Mirror Jade. But Mirror Jade is going to go ahead and banish my monster. That doesn't stop Survival's End. Mirror Jade's survival is still in. All my monsters are still going to be destroyed at the end phase. Now I decided to take the attack instead of summoning this immediately and then blocking both. Because I need Stegosaur to be destroyed by Mirror Jade's effects during the end phase. Yep, draw a card. So that I can summon Meteorus to have it for my turn. And for some reason, my opponent fills up every monster zone again. So I'm pretty sure this thing doesn't need to be fusion summoned to use this. Yeah, it doesn't. For some reason they did that. My draw is a polymerization. That's not good at all, but Xeno's effect for Frostosaurus. Frost gets me Drill. Now at this point, I have found a way to win. But I need Quertus to, to play along with me. So I was thinking of baiting out the battle phase, threatening to go into it, because this only happens during the main phase. So I decided, you know what? Instead, I'm going to summon this. Even though it's going to have its attack lowered. Because I need that Quertus to use its effect. And so I do go in the battle phase, and they do use the effect. Which does win me the game. Because I'm just going to let Drill get destroyed. And Drill returns. No longer under the effect of Quertus's attack decrease. And Drill has no materials. Which means double damage. And every monster on the field that isn't a fusion has its attack at 0. Looks like it all adds up to 6,000 damage. I will say, I would prefer piercing damage, but it'd also mean that that would have never happened. So, Drill, maybe you're just fine the way you are. And next up we have the best hand ever, which, good thing, because I'm up against the bane of all high attack monster decks. Yeah, Mekanko. With Unicorn, because that could just be in any deck. Let's go back to the hand, just for later, just in case. But they get rid of their Mekanko stuff for this Armored Xyz cards. This is going to add a bunch of cards that equip Xyz monsters from the grave to Xyz that they control. Oh, they are going to summon one Mekanko, the Ritual. So done. I draw a Stegosaur. That's not bad at all. But they're not done. So hold on. Bring in this Dark Knight, which is going to have a ton of attack. But luckily, this anti-equip card, because you can't equip things that are face down. Kaido, you can do its thing with Stegosaur. So it just takes a dinosaur or a dragon. Yeah, field spell, I'm going to get myself Oviraptor because Saurus is going to give me another normal summon. And I can protect the search with Lost World. So it seems like they don't have anything to stop it anyway. There's Carbon, since I want that to be destroyed. Bring back Kaido, because I'm probably not going to need that token, because I'm aiming to win this turn so they don't have a chance to attack me and turn my attack points against me. So I'm going to make Giga Cannon. And aside from using its first effect, where I can inflict damage for every monster I destroy with a dinosaur, I'm going to have to use its second effect, because that Mekenko cannot be destroyed by battle. Carbon, your dragon. Then fusion. Because I need most damage possible, so let's go for the highest. I didn't add a dinosaur back. Well, I think it wasn't necessary. Alright, so that trap card went off, equipped this thing to full armor, which thankfully it was in defense mode, or would have had 5,000 attack. Yeah, I was going to go ahead and destroy it. But that, preventing its destruction, kept me from winning this turn. But to prevent a comeback, you go Flars. 2 dinosaurs, so you can negate 2 cards. Let's see then, part of Extravagance, not worth stopping. Terratop, not worth stopping, probably. Because they're going to link it. Oh yeah, it's SP Little Nay. Not really sure why. You do only have 600 life points and 1100 attack monster now. So I think he's going to try to search. Not going to let that happen. And this is going to try to equip a card to Lars. Probably one of those cards that increases attack, but negates its effect. So I'm not going to let that happen either. And they start activating Little Knight to banish Zolar. This card to equip Meteorus. Which seems backwards, but you'd want Zolar to be out of the picture. So why would you let me have this back next turn? And then these two are just going to be negated. There's the Armored Xyz they had before, which gives the Mekenko card just attacks over Lars. And I get my Zolar back. Which would be fine for you if you didn't have Little Knight out there. So I attack over to win. So it would have been better off just keeping all your Mekenko cards. Although when they're flipped face down, wouldn't be doing much anyway. Alright, another duel where I get my way and get to go second. And another unicorn. This time we're gonna go full Cashier on this one. So everyone's setting up their stuff, searching out, get a bunch of level 7s. Yep, Birth. Dimensional Fissure, sure. Shangira. Manage my stuff. Well, that's my one Trifortress. Everything else I have another of. This is a Rise Heart because they activated an effect of this thing. And I search out a Preparations. My draw, not too great since cards are going to be going to the graveyard, or cards going to the graveyard are going to be banished. This is the whole setup here. My graveyard focused dinosaur deck versus monsters being banished, everything being banished, my cards on the field being banished, my extra deck being banished, my deck being banished, my graveyard if I use a spell being banished, and my hand being banished if I use a trap. Now that's real bad. However, I did draw the light of my life, Swords of Concealing Light. So everything goes face down. Such a good card. Just go in second, make everything just worthless on that side of the field. There's nothing they can do. They can't even use their Kashtira cards. They have to control a Kashtira. So you grab Kaito Terra, since it does not mind being banished. And since this polymerization is going to go to the graveyard, when Kaito comes back, it's going to be able to add it to my hand. And of course, Hornsaurus. Going to get Lost World set up. So here comes Kaito. Back with the polymerization. And give them a token, just to fill up that last monster zone. And another fusion. They're just going to get another Hornsaurus. Since when they are fusion summoned, that turn, they get to attack directly. So I can just get over this. You know, the monsters aren't doing anything, but they're still defending them. And next into Duel. Since I can just bring back Mighty Dino, since I fuse with it. And that thing's going to be able to destroy monsters with card effects next turn. That's my idea to get rid of Shangri-Ira. So here, they're all face down. I have my dinosaurs. These are still being banished, but you know that's going all right. I got my follow-up right here. These are going really well. So, of course, I'm going to put the game in peril by doing this. Because this thing, unlike Birth, can bring back the Xyz monsters. So they're going to bring back this Arise Heart, which doesn't have any material. But that won't be a problem since it can get some just on the fly. Anytime anything is banished, it'll equip it to itself. And then when it gets to 3, that's when it gets its banish. So now I'm just going to bring back a Hornsaurus. And yep, here comes the banishing. Which, since they control a token, the only thing they can target is anything but monsters. So we're safe for that one. Now we got a big chain of Kaito trying to come back, Researching, a Theosis, and then it ends with Kashtira Big Bang. But I'm not sure why they activated this right now. You know, they have the Xyz monster, but they're going to banish everything, even their own stuff. So at the end of this, I just leave my Mighty Dino. I'm still searching stuff, so I'm able to get Xeno. Kyotera is able to come back as well. And that thing doesn't get to add anything to itself because it's gone. And they left a token. It's not going to matter, but I'm not sure why they would leave my token above all other things. Maybe it's because you can't banish a token face down? So it doesn't work with Big Bang? Well, whatever the case, attack it, get another attack. Xeno's here for support. Kaito get a hit, and that's it. King Rex. End it off. Bet they felt pretty confident about that banish strategy. However, looks like my deck performs, well, maybe not performs well under banishment, just better than their deck does when being flipped face down. That should show well this deck playing under its weaknesses, which apparently includes Red Dragon Archfiend, which I just didn't know that this destruction effect would go off during the damage step. I just always assumed that these kind of effects happened after. I'm grateful to learn it from Red Dragon Archfiend. It's a pretty cool deck. Just RDA just doesn't have much on REBD. The Transcendo. While Ground Xeno and Meteorus, they're used in Dinosaurs decks, to get the destructions, get the ball rolling with, destruction in the hand and a dinosaur on the field. The actual transcendosaurus monsters are not used much. I have to say that must be because of how they don't really do anything to stop your opponent. That's really the way this game is. Is your opponent's going to set up a bunch of stuff that's going to keep you from doing your stuff. So you have to prevent their stuff to begin with. And Transcendo, they're just big dinosaurs who like to get destroyed. The closest to stopping your opponent would be Gigantozolar. And even then, it's a reactionary effect. It has to be destroyed first before it can start its own destruction. But that is the way I like to play the game. And especially Drill. Because we'd rather have a single bring back from the banish zone, or would you rather have Lars, who can potentially get 2 negates? So that's just the fate of Transcendo. Not enough negates. You like the dinosaur slideshow at the beginning of this? I made those myself. Sure you can tell that. On good old paper. It's been a while since I've drawn a dinosaur. It was nice. Do that more often. I chose Glacie as my subject. It's because I summoned it the most. So may as well. And with Zolar, I don't know what's happening up here with the frill. But they're going through each other. I need to see this without the card borders to know what's going on there. Played with it. Showed off some situations. And I showed the entire deck. So that should be everything. Ready to move on. Considering how the guy came out in the last pack. And since I've covered every other Red Eyes Fusion monster, may as well include them. But that'll have to wait for a whole new year.